Hi everyone. Last week, I came across several news articles about a woman who was ordered deported. And this case really caught my attention since she is from Houston, where we have both of our offices.
Up first at 5, though, a Houston man is fighting to get his family back. His wife and 4 children were deported to Mexico earlier this month. That's after his attorneys say they missed a court date.
Now, what makes this case unusual is that she has a U.S. citizen husband and 2 U.S. citizen children. Recently, someone asked me for my thoughts on this particular article, and I want to share them with you on this video. Now, on one hand, I do sympathize with this family. I cannot imagine how heartbreaking it would be if my parents, my spouse, or my daughter were facing deportation. On the other hand, I feel pretty frustrated with this couple. Let me explain why. After reading the entire article, I noticed 3 unforgivable mistakes that this couple made. First, even while the woman was already in deportation proceedings, they didn't seek out an immigration attorney. Personally, if I were in deportation proceedings, hiring an immigration attorney would be at the very top of my list in priorities. Now, if an attorney isn't available or affordable, there are so many nonprofit organizations that could have helped this couple. Money was likely not the problem in this case. Secondly, the couple mentioned that the wife missed her court hearing because she was having twins at the time. Now, while you're pregnant, you usually know that you're pregnant and you usually have about 40 weeks to give birth. This would have given the couple plenty of time to plan ahead. Instead of calling an attorney to discuss what they could do in case an emergency situation arises, especially when they're having a hearing, they missed an opportunity to ask for a continuance to delay a case until the babies were actually born. I really don't understand why they didn't just pick a phone just to call an immigration attorney. Third, the couple claimed that they contacted the immigration court and were told by an official that the hearings would be rescheduled due to her medical condition. I want to remind everyone watching, please do not rely solely on verbal assurances from government officials. Unless you receive something in writing, it is best to proceed with caution, or better yet, with an experienced immigration attorney. Reading this article made me quite upset, especially when it described the U.S. citizen husband as someone that is a Texas man fighting to get his family back. My first thoughts were why wasn't he fighting when she was in removal proceedings and is only fighting now that she's been deported? If someone is truly important to you, wouldn't you do everything possible to ensure their safety? Now, maybe my perspective is shaped by the many removal cases that I've handled or witnessed, but I find it hard to sympathize with those who try to represent themselves in immigration court without an attorney. Removal cases are incredibly serious, and being deported is not a simple matter. Now, as for what might happen next for this couple, this is what I would recommend if they sought my legal experience. First, the U.S. citizen husband will need to file an I-130 immigrant petition for his wife. This process usually takes about 9 to 14 months for an approval. After that, the government will require his wife to apply for a visa abroad, which can take an additional 4 to 6 months to get scheduled. Only at the visa interview will she be told that she cannot return to the U.S. because of her prior deportation order. Once she receives a visa denial, she will then qualify to obtain a waiver. She may need to apply for an I-212 waiver to forgive her deportation, and at this point, most likely, she will also have to apply for a second waiver called an I-601 waiver for unlawful presence. These applications can take several weeks or even months to put together, and after submitting them, the average processing times will take about 30 to 32 months. Only if these waivers are approved will she be able to reschedule her visa interview, which again could take another 3 to 6 months. At the end of the day, this husband will need to reflect on whether or not it was all worth it. By neglecting to hire an immigration attorney to help his wife, their entire family, including his newborn twins, are now stuck in a country abroad that they likely have little connection to for the next 5 to 6 years. I realize that my opinion might not be popular, especially how the media portrays this couple, but as an immigration attorney, I'm really curious to hear what my subscribers think, because most likely you have been watching all of my videos and you know how serious and complicated the immigration system is here in the United States. So, do you believe the government should have handled the situation differently, especially since the wife did miss her immigration hearing because she was giving birth? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I really love to read all of your comments on this. Again, this is Attorney David Nguyen, and thanks for watching Winning Law.
At David Nguyen's Law Office, we are here to help you. We bring families together through immigration. And on the other hand, we help you find solutions. All your legal needs in the hands of people who care, who are there for you. We'll take care of your loved ones at the law office of David Nguyen.